Today's video is jam-packed with sun, steak and splash zones, and not necessarily in that order. We've docked in beautiful Funchal, but before stepping off the ship, I made a beeline for the breakfast buffet because sightseeing is best done on a full stomach, preferably one full of bacon. Then I bravely returned to the Savannah Aquapark at the back of the ship and got completely soaked. I mean soaked in a way that made me question all my life choices, like not packing a snorkel. Next we took on the XD Cinema. Think 4D motion ride with jump scares and light guns. It's basically like fighting ghosts while sitting in a washing machine. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Matt and Charlotte then lured us to Butcher's Cut with the promise of steak, and let me tell you, it was so good I briefly considered proposing to the filet mignon. After dinner I faced my fears with some high stakes karaoke. I sang I'm a Believer while trying to believe that no one was recording. And to finish the night in style, we sipped some ridiculously good hot chocolate at Jean Philippe in the Galleria Virtuosa, because nothing says cruise elegance like cocoa with a view. Good morning. It's a beautiful sea day again. Look at that. We were supposed to be going to port today at Funchal, but it looks like it's not been possible for some reason.
Look that way?
And I was wrong. We are at port. This is Funchal. Look at the wonderful, glorious hills in the background. Good morning from the Marketplace Buffet here on MSC Virtuosa's Deck 15. It's our first time coming here, and let's see what they've got for breakfast. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
How are you? Lovely staff here are giving us stuff to clean our hands. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Wow, this place is breakfast paradise. Imagine a bakery explosion. Rolls, croissants, bread, waffles, pancakes, and even breakfast cake. Yes, cake for breakfast. Who needs rules when you're at sea? If you're more of a cold cuts and cheese connoisseur, the continental section has you covered. But if, like me, you think a proper breakfast should sizzle, bring on the eggs, sausages, bacon, hash browns and mushrooms. Basically, if it goes well with ketchup, I had it. Healthier types weren't left out either. There were fresh fruit bowls, chopped melon, pineapple, and a full salad bar, because nothing says cruise indulgence like lettuce for breakfast. Now here's something I didn't expect. The first counter you see? It's the bar, because on a cruise ship it's perfectly normal to order a mimosa before your morning muffin. And yes, vegans, you have your own corner too. Floor-to-ceiling windows gave us a view of the sea, though it was a bit grey and moody, like the ocean hadn't had its coffee yet. So I'm having a seat here at the Marketplace Buffet for breakfast. Joyce is still in the room because she wasn't that hungry. So let's see what I've got. Well, it's basically a full English breakfast. One thing I've noticed is the cutlery here in the buffet is much bigger and heavier than the knives and forks you get in the yacht club. They're a lot smaller and daintier. Either that or my hands have shrunk. I have heard that body parts can shrink when it's cold, right? There is another difference. This sausage is herby and delicious and better than the sausage you get in the yacht club, without a doubt. All in all, the buffet passed the test and I left with a full stomach and zero regrets. Here we are at the Adventureland, and there's a high ropes course. You won't catch me on that. There's a kids' Adventureland, its own little pool, got water spraying out of everywhere. It's a great place to cool off on a hot day. And up here is the big bucket. That's going to go in a minute. Space. There he goes, there he goes. Woo! We're in Do Re Mi land on deck 18 at the back of the ship. Part of the ship we've not been to before. We're sitting on a bench next to these Lego characters. So well made. After having a blast at the XD Cinema last year, we decided to share the thrill, or trauma, with Matt and Charlotte this time. So up we went to Deck 16, where the XD Cinema promises a 4D experience. That's one more D than most of us are used to. Now, imagine this. moving chairs, wind effects, jump scares, and you holding a light gun like a budget action hero, desperately trying to shoot at on-screen monsters while your seat flings you around like a caffeinated roller coaster. We laughed, we screamed, we missed most of the targets, but we had so much fun. The jump scares definitely got us, though I'm pretty sure one scream came from me and not the film. By the end, I felt like I'd survived a mini haunted house ride and a spinning teacup all at once. 10 out of 10 for entertainment, 6 out of 10 for stomach stability. Would I do it again? Absolutely. Just maybe not right after lunch. We've come back to the room, and look, they've given us a fruit bowl.
I'm what size is that banana?
No one's ever said that to me before. And we're about to leave Funchal for Gran Canaria, I think, tomorrow. Ship has sounded its horn, and we are leaving the dock. We are at Butcher's Cut on deck 7 for dinner again, and we're here with Matt and Charlotte. Charlotte's having her first steak today. Are you excited for your first steak?
I am actually, I am.
But you wanted to have something a bit like a burger, right?
Well, yeah, I just wasn't really sure what to go for, so I figured I'll go for something I'm comfortable with.
Joyce is wearing her microphone as the holder for her bib. Love it.
Multi-capacity thing.
We've not spoken to you much so far on the cruise. How have you found it so far?
It's been good.
Really?
Very relaxing.
What's your favourite drink at the bar?
Jack Daniel's lemonade.
It is super busy in here today.
Lady man.
When we came at lunchtime the other day, it was dead inside.
Oh my god.
Our starters have arrived. All 4 of us are having the smoked tomato soup with cheese toasties. Cheers, everyone.
You're welcome, cheers.
Joyce, what's the word?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I can't see it.
So the main event is here. We've got the filet mignon. Joyce is just having chips. Charlotte and Matt are having a filet mignon too. We're all having it medium. Thank you. Hi. This is the steak cut medium. Oh, that's nice and soft. Look at that. That's delicious. Even better than the other day when I had it medium well. Cooking it medium, that's the way to go. It's full of flavour.
Yeah.
How are the chips? Which sauce are you going for?
I've had the mushroom. I thought it was onion. I don't know why I thought mushroom was onion, but it tastes like onion the other day.
Matt's liking it.
Lovely.
How was your first steak?
Oh, it was so good. There were so many flavours, and it was like kind of salty, but it was so good.
So now you've got dessert. You've got the lava cake.
It looks incredible.
It's really tasty. Joyce has got one too. And Matt. But I have got the cheesecake. Yum! After our mouth-watering meal at Butcher's Cut, seriously, those steaks deserve their own fan club. We waddled over to the TV studio where I made the bold decision, karaoke. Yes, I bravely took the mic and attempted to sing I'm a Believer by the Monkees. It was loads of fun, even if I was sweating more than a lobster at a seafood buffet. Now I know we sing on some of our vlogs, but let's be honest, that's after some serious editing and a sprinkle of auto-tune magic. This time, it was raw, it was real, it was slightly off-key. But hey, it's a cruise. If you can't embarrass yourself in front of strangers while belting out a boy band classic, are you even doing it right? What's the use in trying? All you get is pain. When I needed sunshine, then I saw her face. We are back in the Jean Philippe Cafe, and we're going to have a hot chocolate, and we're joined by Charlotte.
Hi.
And her dad, Matt, who is wandering around, looking at the chocolates and walking away. Oh, they look good. So the 2 rocky roads are for the young lady and her dad, who will be sitting there. The Nutella one is for me.
And the macadamia.
I've got 4 beers in my...
No, what's that?
Some of my cream spilled off the side. That sounds dirty, doesn't it? Her cherry, she has to swallow my cream.
Oh, I'm eating the marshmallow.